Hello everyone and welcome to Dirty Dog Gaming. My name is Scott, and as you can see, my little hobby is growing and getting bigger. I started out with a couple of the Army Painter's smaller kits, and I've since been adding, and as you can see, my paints are now starting to encroach upon my work area, and not only is it kind of getting away with that, but I'm also having trouble really seeing the paints for what they are. And so I have done some searching to find a better way to store my paints and to get them where I can see them a little bit better. And I found a product that I think I'm going to like, and I'm going to share it with you. Um, just as a disclaimer, I purchased this kit. I was not asked to do a review on it. However, I'm going to do a review on it because out of all the ones I saw of all various prices, I really kind of like this one. And this is a Typhoon paint rack, and these are just the instructions. It's pretty straightforward, but what it makes, if you can see it here, it makes a 75 bottle rack, and it's less than 1 foot square, so I'm going to put it somewhere up in there, but it's going to get most of these bottles up into that rack, and that'll alleviate at least some of my problems. I'm going to go ahead, and because I don't have a lot of space to work, and my hobby space is very limited, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and build it, and then I'll come back and show you the finished product. It looks like it's a pretty straightforward build. I don't think you need to watch me build this, so I'll be back. Well, there it is. It only took me about maybe 15 minutes to build. I put it together using super glue or CA glue, whatever you want to call it. We used to call it crazy glue or super glue, but that's all we put together. The things to be careful of with this is there are two different sizes of these boards, and what I mean by size is one holds 7 and one holds 8, and to get the right stacking order where you can see your paints, like if you look at this one here, you see I can still see all the colors, so you have to alternate the 7-8, 7-8, 7-8. And I don't think it really matters which one you do. The other thing is when you're assembling them, lay the side of this flat on the paper here. In other words, turn this whole thing sideways and push these through the slots down into the paper, holding it close to here. These are, it's plywood, but if you put too much force up here when you're trying to put it down here, you're going to break these. So only work down at this end, push them in, and then lay this flat. And then when you get all one side in, flip it over, or put the other side down flat, glue all your end pieces, then flip this whole thing over, and then do the same thing, pushing it down into the mat so that you don't break these. Other than that, it was a pretty straightforward build. There's two pieces on the bottom, one here and one in the back. And for it's sturdy. And just to let you know, these two are Army Painter paints. This is the oh geez, I forget how big. I think it's like 15 milliliters here, and then these are the smaller ones, but it fits them both. This is Vallejo, this is Reaper, and this is War Colors. So all these fit. And those are pretty much the ones I use. Now I also use some Citadel paints, and they do not fit. However, this same company, and this is Typhoon paint racks, and I'll post the link, makes a separate rack for Citadel paints too. And I'm going to get one of those to hold my Citadel paints and my washes that I have from Citadel. But if you buy from the guy's website, he ships it for free. This rack was $27 shipped to my house. I'll post the link. It's USA made. It's made in Florida. I exchanged some emails with the guy, and real nice guy to work with. I am going to order some more racks from this guy because it's a nice sturdy rack, and it'll do the job. It's going to clean up all my mess. And really, like I said, looking at it, it went together well. I didn't break anything, which with my with my with my big mitts, that's usually pretty easy to go. The instructions, it was one page of instructions. I know you can't read them, but I mean it's pretty straightforward. He tells you what to do. If you follow his instructions, it'll come out fine. Again, I used a CA glue or super glue or crazy glue. Mine is Gorilla Glue, but just holds it together. And now all I have to do is get all my paints out of these little trays I have, get them up here and get them organized. It is going to reduce my clutter by about half, and I'm really pleased with that. So that's all I got. Like I said, Typhoon paint racks. He ships them quick, but you know, when you go through the U.S. mail, U.S. mail's been a little slow lately. So, but he ships them for free, $27. I think it's a great deal. It's hard to beat. So there you have it. I'll put a link. I'll put a link down below where you can order these racks from this guy. Like I said, I've ordered this one. I may order yet another one, and then I may also order one for my Citadel paints. But I really like the racks. It's going to really come out well. What I like about them is that he staggers the paints so I can see the colors. I try to mark the tops of the bottles, but it's nice when you can kind of look at the whole color, especially when they've been shaken up. So that's all I got, everybody. Happy gaming. Stay safe.